Get yourself a hardware wall today, please. Become your own bank. First thing I want to say at the beginning of the live stream. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for starting your day with me every single day. Let's go, baby! It's a beautiful day to be alive. August 2nd. I love each and every one of you. What a blessing it is. Let's put the lemon into the water. If I can get it, I got to squeeze the back end. There's always good lemon in the back end. Remember that. That doesn't sound right. There's lemon in the back end. Anyway, shout out to all you beautiful souls. God bless each and every one of you. Ooh, that lemon zest. I don't know what's on that zest, but it's just not the same. They say usually a lot of that bacteria is on the outside of the lemon. That's why I don't put lemons in the water. I squeeze lemons into the water. Just one thing. If I'm at a restaurant, even it's probably still unsanitary somewhat, but I squeeze the lemon into the water. The water is already has some antibacterial qualities already, so you kind of got that going for you. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless you all. You are awake. You are alive. You got your eyes, ears. Hopefully you can move. You got it all, baby. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all for being here. I was on the balcony giving peanuts to the squirrels and heard you scream, man. Shout out to Studio 388, baby. God bless you, brother. Thank you for being here. So let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Did you work out this morning? I worked out with my wife next to me. We worked out together. I said to her, we've been together 20 years as we were doing our workout. And I said, and we both look good. I said, I look young. I feel young. You look the best you've ever looked. Your body's in shape. I said, that's good for our 50s, our 40s. Like, we're getting ready. We're making sure our 40s are going to be fun, which is going to guarantee that our 50s are going to be fun, which is showing that we're going to be together to the day we die. Working out together creates longevity. A lot of relationships probably pull apart because they're not working out together. Person's getting fat, they're getting upset with themselves, lack of confidence, lack of self-confidence. You know what I mean? It's all about that love, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. Big sip of the lemon water, man. So work out with your loved ones, man. You know what I mean? Take care of yourselves. Love yourself so your loved one loves you. You know what I mean? Be good to each other. Look at the money flowing into cryptocurrency today. It is absolutely insane. Bitcoin, we got Litecoin getting fired off. We got Link getting fired off like rapid fire for these coins. Bitcoin getting bought up like you read about. Ethereum. Saw my Bitcoin buy yesterday in the 28,000s in the money already. Pretty crazy. Caspa getting the move to the upside. Funny, we were on Caspa before anybody in this market. I tend to be the crypto soothsayer. I bring up a coin, talk about a coin. I was into cake. No big YouTube channel was talking about it. I was a little tiny 7,000 subscriber channel, and we were there before everybody else. All right. Secondly, I was into Phantom. No one really knew what Phantom was going to do or how big it was going to get. It was 18 cents. Bang. I got into EGLD early. I got into Cardano at 2 cents. We called Polkadot at $4. We called Atom at $1. I called Link at $1.78. Chainlink, you know what I mean? We've given calls. If you go through the back of my channel, I've given some of the most epic calls in history. And I told my wife I'm going to continue to do it. And I put in, if you were watching my channel, we were buying Caspa back in the day, back here for a penny. We're up 4x on this Caspa buy already. Some people up even more than that. We started looking at Caspa right around this area, maybe half a penny as it started to pump up, came back down, ripped up all the way to 4 cents. It did a 8x from half a penny to 4 cents. Came back down for the retracement. We got in heavy at the Adam and Eve double bottom. I feel like a broken record. I've said it on this channel so many times. I gave that for free, man. I gave that for free. Now I see one of the biggest channels, BitBoy, they're getting into Caspa. They're buying Caspa now. I'm just saying my channel was telling people and showing people what I was doing about Caspa back in the day. So I just have to reiterate that this is the channel that finds the coins that the whole world is going to get into before they're hot. And we take shots of them. We build big bags of coins on the lows, baby, on the lows. So shout out to anyone that took the Caspa call to the upside. We had this flag. We had that flag. The list goes on. It's in another flag. Overbought on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour time frame. But look at this 1 hour. This 1 hour wants price disco, baby. It really does. Like, it's in some type of like almost a symmetrical triangle. It broke out, broke back down, wants to break out again. It's oversold on the stochastics. Rising wedge. It's so close to what's called price discovery, meaning it'll go to a high that it's never been to before. It'll be in discovery. all right? It'll be inside price discovery at 4.7. The highest it ever was. Let's go back here on the 4 hour. The highest it ever was in the history of its life before this run we were on now. We'll look at where these candles closed. Or the high of the candle. The high of this candle was 42,750. We're at 42,323. We are so close. We're right there at this dotted line. We are basically in price discovery. There is no resistance for Caspa at all. At all. And it's consolidating bullishly at this level. Could it be a double top? It very well maybe. Anything could happen, but if we break through this level, I see probably a gap up to 5.6 for Caspa. The 1 hour looks really, really nice. Very, very interesting. All right. Quant is on the radar in the trading group. If you're in the trading group, you already got the setup for Quant. You know exactly what I'm looking at for Quant. All right. Why I like it, what I'm seeing, what's going down for Quant. Number one, I play falling wedges all day long. Falling wedges could break to the upside 68% of the time. All right. Funny, I put out a Quant trade earlier today. I think I used the Binance chart. I drew a Fibonacci from this wick to that wick. I got close to the 618.65 golden pocket. I had previous resistances here. Bounce, bounce, resistance, resistance, bounce. Fake out, breakout, resistance, resistance. Right there, we broke back, bounce. It's a key level of support and resistance that Quant has come to, even right there. If we can hold that level, a nice bounce ensues. I'm looking for a bounce for Quant on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour, also very nice. Daily, getting a little to the overbought region, which is when I look at the daily Stokes, they are pointing down. They would have to flip with this 4 hour time frame. The support or resistance would have to turn the stochastics. Yeah, you can also put it in this type of movement. And you can see we're inside of a bigger, I guess, symmetrical triangle, getting tighter in the zone. So even if we end up dumping, I believe we range possibly to the bottom of the channel, back to the top. But Quant's on my radar for a possible gain. Put it out to the trading group. Nice enough to show you guys today. Some days I'm nice enough to show you it all, but I don't do it every single day. Let's talk about Bitcoin and see what's happening. Back at 29,330, and we're getting the resistance. So the rejection, actually. So yesterday we talked about this being a falling wedge. Technically, you could even make it a little tighter. We broke out of the wedge to the upside, in my humble opinion. Beautiful move. We crushed through these resistances at 29,500. It was amazing. All right, we got all the way to the resistance at 30,000, which is the previous resistance point here. We got rejected by 30K. All right, could we come in and make a higher low than this low and create a new trend? If we come in here and make a higher low somewhere in this region, we could expect to move possibly to the upside and break this high. We did put in a higher high, so you would assume we put in a higher low as we have broken this high to the left. That's trend analysis. Could we start a new trend out of the falling wedge to the upside? Time will tell. We started the live stream this morning inside of what's called a basically broadening falling wedge. You could even say it was a falling wedge that broke out and is attempting to break back in. I put it in this and called it like a broadening falling wedge, or just really just a falling wedge at this point. The 15-minute was battling this previous resistance line, right? Point of control resistance line. It starts at about 29,005, goes to about 29,370. It's a range of 120 points. And Bitcoin broke that level. And now it's testing right here. You can see. I keep saying we don't want to lose the 200 SMA on the 15. And we don't want to fall back inside the pattern. You fall back for a flag somewhere in this area, you're likely going to get a drop to the downside. All right. So just one thing to think about. When I ordered the KSO miner stats, was reporting about 1 CAS per 24 hour using BOW. Don't order that, man. My CAS book should be here today. Not as cool as KSO, Point Dexter. 5,000% up this year on CAS. I'd be careful, my man. Sam is the man. I'd be careful. That's funny. I'd be careful. We're just watching it one step at a time, man. You know what I mean? As of this morning, it's at 400 CAS per 24 hours. That's pretty nice, Point Dexter. 400 CAS in 24 hours, man. That's awesome. I would take that. I would take that to the bank, you know? So how much CASPA do I own at this point? 314,000 CASPA, sitting at about $13,000. I could sell it all and ride off into the sunset right now. You know what I mean? And see what happens. Bitcoin wick to 30K was just to liquidate the shorts before it goes down. Possibly. You never know, though. As of this morning, it's at, those are, everything we say is an assumption with Bitcoin. We don't know for sure. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance when it comes to Bitcoin. I don't know where price action's going. I just know where the probabilities can lead us. That's it. That's what trading is. Trading is not predicting price action. It's simply just using the probabilities in your favor. Hey, lifers, greetings from nowhere. God bless you, brother. Hope nowhere's doing well. I'll leave you in the middle of nowhere, like the letter H. Get it? Check out BOOKMAP, please, for Bitcoin. Kaz, baby, Kaz. Thank God for a nice payday yesterday. Yesterday was awesome. Yesterday was a great day for trading. Shout out to everyone in the trading group. People got paid. We did not get caught in that short. We did very, very well. Shout out to everyone that traded with me through the pain, because it started with insanity. Remember the up and down movement? That was nuts. But, we still ended up getting a pretty good day of trading into the afternoon. Got 200 Kaz. Let's go, man. Okay. XRP is the way. Difficulty is going to 10x when the KS3 drops in a month. That's what I've heard. It's going to go up. Yep, the Caspa miner. So here, you could look at this kind of like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I've seen that play out as a head and shoulder pattern. We don't want to break this trend line. If we can bounce here, this would actually be a good place to long, because if not, we're just going to get stopped out. We fall back down. But you're long in support. You're hoping that this can create a support line back to the upside. 7 minutes oversold, lack of momentum on the MACD. 50-minute is also oversold. You know what I mean? Do we get the divergence that I need? We have a nice divergence on the 7-minute time frame, which is great. We have a swing up to swing up. We got a swing down to swing down. To me, that's a nice long on the 7-minute time frame. And this falling wedge suggests that we can break to the upside 68% of the time. We have a little bit of resistance now that we fell short of at 29,360, kind of right where we're at. Wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense. Sorry. 29,500, yeah. 29.5. We got to break above 29.5. Look, wick, almost wick too. You can see this area is just going to be a resistance. We got to flip it to remain bullish for the day. So that's my movement. You could either wait for us to break this line, look for a tiny bear flag on the 1 or the 5 or some type of retest and short it down to the bottom of the pattern, which doesn't give you a lot of leeway, but it's a little love. Or we can aggressively open up a long as we speak with a stop loss somewhere inside the pattern and, go for the gusto to 30,422. All right. What are you guys thinking? Do you want to long or short this? What's your idea here? Do you want to long or short Bitcoin out of this move? The 4-hour says that you're going to dump, but it did just cross the dotted line and could flip, but the 4-hour is bearish. Stochastics are pointing to the downside and curving down aggressively, usually with a wick to the downside, and we got rejected by the 200 SMA. We hit the exact target. That was the exact place to get out of the trade. We found the entries. We called a long on the live stream, and then boom, right there was the take profit. All right. So there you go, baby. There you go. People are bugging about the Litecoin halving. It doesn't matter. All right. I'm sorry. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't. All right. It's in 47 minutes. Nobody cares. All right. I'm sorry. I may have burst your bubble. Maybe I lost some subscribers there. I own like $7,000 worth of Litecoin. I'm not hating on it. It was the first coin I ever bought. But come on, man. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. Tom, I love you. Tom's my buddy. Me and Tom Crown are cool. We've hung out. He's a great guy. But come on, Tom. It's Litecoin, man. Litecoin gonna dump, I reckon. It's been dumping. I'll go flip a coin 50 times long. Heads, shorts, tails. You're funny. Litecoin was also the first coin I bought. Actually, Ethereum was the first coin I bought. All right. But Litecoin was like my first true love. Thank you. Litecoin is $100 plus or minus $10 any given day. There's your TA. Point Dexter, man. Cass halving this week. Does Cass actually have a halving? No, you're bugging out. I think you're bugging, right? Are you longing soon? Please give us the Doge update. I'm in Texas. What platform should I use? MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. I really appreciate you asking that question. MEX Global. All right. MEX Global. I make it really easy. And I search for the best platforms and the best liquidity. If I'm on the platform, it means it's the best. Dude, does CAS really have a halving, man? Yeah, let me know. That's crazy. If Casper has a halving, that's going to be insane. That's going to add to the bullishness. Litecoin might pump about 50%. Maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? Who knows? But if you want to join my trading group and join Max Global, the place where I just showed you where I bought my Caspa, where I make all my trades. Wow, 4-2. Dude, we're going into price disco, man. Caspa wants that grind. So I'm watching this 15-minute in this flag here. Technically, it's making some type of like a symmetrical triangle. It did have a slight, no, not really, because that's a high. Let's see if it's a wick. No, that's, yeah, no bearish div yet. They're both kind of forming down. There was some kind of bearish div here while that strung up, and that wasn't as strong, but we did get the breakdown and the buyback up. This is interesting right now. The 15-minute is showing signs of a move. The 1 hour is about to pop. Caspa into price discovery. I'm looking for 49737. You should get excited. Today's a big day to be in the market. I'm hyped. We're hyped. We're all hyped together. Shout out to the lifers, man. Let's hit the like button. Let's go. Let's express this excitement around the world. The best channel in all of the interwebs, man. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with me every single day. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. 462 people on the live. 148 likes. We pass out gains every single day in the trading group yesterday. Had you been in my trading group, I gave you a perfect call for Bitcoin to make gains. Number one, right when I woke up in the morning in my trading group, I put out a possible scalp for MakerDAO in an inverted head and shoulder. The entry was right there at the right shoulder. This would pump up all the way past 1300. This thing would moon. This thing would absolutely moon to the upside. Shout out to anyone that took Maker for gains, all right? Once Maker made gains, I put out a leverage trade for Bitcoin. I gave the exact entry. I gave the amount of leverage to use. I gave the stop loss. I gave the take profit, and it all hit exactly perfectly to plan. Bitcoin, MEXC, 1 minute leverage trade, 10x leverage, isolated or cross. It's up to you. Bull pennant, tight moving averages, price consolidating tightly in the zone. And I do the same things over and over again. Tight moving averages above the POC, right? We had a falling wedge on the RSI. We have lack of bearish momentum. Look how that nothing. Falling volume with falling price, and we have the RSI flipping back to the upside. It looked bullish to me. Next thing you know, Bitcoin was gone, baby, gone. And I talked about it. At 10x leverage, you're risking 3%, 3.4%, to 0.34 to gain 9.9%, right? Possible 9.9, possible loss is 3.4. This trade would rocket, right? Started to break out. I give you the update right as it breaks out. I'm giving you the live call of the trade. At 2:58, an hour later from when I put out the call, at 2 o'clock p.m. exactly, 58 minutes later, you're in the money for 10% gains. People, if you made 10% a day in the stock market, people would bug out. Change your life. You know, I gave this trade setup in the live BOOKMAP class as well. I was also live on BOOKMAP. Nice enough to provide this. I worked so hard yesterday. I did 3 live streams, ATB, the BOOKMAP live stream, and my live stream. I gave 2 live calls. I was 2 for 2. We nailed it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate you all. So may God bless you. And Bitcoin getting a dump further to the downside here, wanting to break this level. Let's look at our smaller time frames and see if we're bear flagging what we're doing here. And yeah, I mean, technically we're SR flipping the zone, attempting to make a bearish rectangle, right? We need this bullish divergence to play out here. There's a bit of a swing up while that swings down. There's a bullish divvy here too on the 5 minute. That swings up while that swings down. This swings down while that swings up. So we have this bigger bullish divergence and we have the smaller bullish divergence. It tells us that we're going to get a move to the upside. That's what divergence says, but we're battling 29,300. We don't want to break this level and go back inside the pattern. This is the struggle right now. We're really at a precipice right now. And that's why I say crucial point. You must see this. This thumbnail that I put out today is not clickbait. Like, this is exactly what we're looking at here for BTC. All right. Wow, the rejection by the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame was picture perfect. And I teach my students this all the time. If you become one of my students, you will live and breathe the 200 SMA. You will live and breathe the 21 SMA. You will know your Fibonacci's like the back of your hand. You will know divergences like the wrinkles on your chin, if you have any. My whole point is we're going to push you to become the most consistent person you've ever been. We're not going to allow you to fall. We're going to keep pushing you every single day. We're going to make sure you want it. We're going to show you how to want it. We're going to keep you positive. We've taken people who have been drug addicts. I'm serious. Who couldn't get out of their own way, who've been depressed. We've got them working out. We've got them drinking lemon water. We've got them to stay hydrated. Heck, I've seen people that were depressed and couldn't get out of their own way helping others now, spreading the love of God. I have seen people change their lives in my trading group from the down, dirty depths of hell and come out of there all the way to the upside. So if they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You can quit your 9-to-5. You can change your life. You can do something different that you never thought possible. I did. I shouldn't be here today. I should be at work. I should have got depressed, did the same thing I always do, said I was going to start a business, wrote a few things down, never did it. I should be working in the same city doing the same things, but I changed my life. I left New York City after 20 years. I recreated myself. I started this business. I got into YouTube. Things began to work for me because I believed in God. I'm telling you right now. That's the main reason things began to work for me, because I believed in God. So we got a long liquidation this morning. We see a big old ball of liquidity all the way down to 29,200. We kind of ate into it already. We seem to be coming on out of it. There is liquidity up here at 30,000, suggesting we can get a push up to 30K. That corroborates my story that we could get a move out of here, out of this divergence. All right. It is a Wednesday, August 2nd. All right. Liquidity is a little tighter on the weekends. As we've suggested for BOOKMAP, it does suggest we'll come up and hit 30,000. I wouldn't be surprised. We've kind of ate into the base here. We already kind of saw this as liquidity. We ate into the base. We got 15,000 in long liquidations. It seems, I believe, more people are short, and there's more short liquidations to be had. So far, Bitcoin did just bounce off of 29,300 for $50 right there, off of a wick, off of the 50-day moving average right there on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is oversold, looking for a move. Okay, I see this falling wedge on the RSI as well. All right, and I see the MACD also getting somewhat excitable. So, do we get this bounce? This is like a retest here. This looks like a retest. So the trade technically would be to enter now and go for the target there, 3.57, stop loss below here. So it's a 3.5 risk reward ratio. We're gonna risk 1% to gain 3.5. At 10x leverage, we're gonna gain 10% to gain 35%. You get it? I like this as a possible retest. I like longing into support. If we fall back inside the pattern, it's very rare that we'll do a fake out. We'll probably end up down here lower. And so I'd rather get stopped out because it tells me that the structure is not secure. I'm attempting to make this call. Let's take a look at the 7. Okay, 1, 5. Got some bullish divergence there on the smaller time frames. We also got bullish divergence too. All right. We got this 5-minute bullish right here, which is swing down to swing down. That's a swing low. That's a swing low. That's a downtrend. We zoom in here on the RSI, and I got an uptrend. Tells me that I got a divergence here that I could play to the upside. I got a bigger divergence, and I got a smaller divergence. Tells me that I've hit a bottom for that moment, and the 1 hour wants to rip. However, the 4 hour could just crush us. I've seen the 4 hour just say, you know what? I don't care what the time frames are doing. I'm going to keep pushing to the downside. And it's got a bearish engulfing candle right there. I mean, that's no good. You also have this strong bullish divergence here, though, and you're coming back to retest the point of control. Very interesting. And it could be the higher low, high, higher low with a move to the upside. Could be putting in a higher low right now at support for Bitcoin. Only time will tell. All right. If you go here and you trade futures, I'll show you how to trade some futures setups. When trading futures, you trade just the same as trading spot. I traded spot for years before I touched a futures trade, okay? For years. So first thing we want to do is we want to establish what we're doing, all right? Now some say, okay, target, right? I'm going to be a little chintzier and say, well, we had this level nicely. Now we're breaking out of that level, and it's attempting a retest. That's a retest right there, as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty convinced of it. I got this broadening falling wedge, or this falling wedge, and I want this move back to the upside. I found the divergences. They're good for me. And we don't want to break back inside the pattern. Right? I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I want to make that very clear. People sit there and they say, I know what's going to happen to price action. It's going to do this. I don't know what's going to happen. I do not know. If it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, I am not wrong. You get it? This is not personal. Every trade is separate of a trade. So stop loss has to be somewhere below this wick here at 29,021. All right. So if I hit long here and I hit 29,021, right? And then my take profit is going to be 30,283. And let's just verify that again. 30,351. So I'm going to risk 26% to gain 87%. It's pretty good. It's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, you know? Spot on, because 6 times 3 is 18. There you got the 17.1. You're a point off. All right. I like where the 15-minute sits. This is a 50-minute trade with a bounce off the move to the upside. I like the divergences. I'm going to enter the trade. All right. How much to put in the trade? How much do I want to risk? All right. If I lose 50 bucks and I make 197, I'll be a very happy person. If I do this over and over again and I win 3 of the 10 of these trades, if I lose 7 of these trades, I'll lose 7 times 59 bucks, right? Which is 7 times 60, right? Which is $420. But if I win 3 times, I win 3 times 197, right? Which would be 600 minus 9, which is 591. My account would still be at 591 minus the 420 is $170. And at 1,000, I would be up about 20% on the account. So I don't mind losing trades. I just keep taking them. And eventually you get the big ones that pay off nice. Just make sure your risk is proper. What are you willing to lose? What are you willing to get into? All right. Think about your trade. Analyze your entire trade. Think about it logically. Right? I didn't get filled yet. I'm trying to enter 340. I believe I'll catch it. We'll see. Maybe not, though. A lot of times I'm pretty accurate on my divergences, and price will go up right as I'm about to enter the trade. There we go. I got ordered. I got filled. And we limited in so we didn't have to pay. You see? It's only 200 bucks. And that 200 bucks could make us $200. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going for. All right? We got to go higher, though. 351. Yeah. And then you can look at your take profit here. And you can always hit the edit button. I like this because it can show you. If you go to 30,351, you're going to win 86% at 195. But if you go down to 29,000, right, 21, you're going to lose $61 and lose 27%. Pretty nice, right? See how that works? Don't freak out with leverage. Just trade it the same way you would trade anything else. You know what I mean? No worries. Now, I've thought it out and I've taken my shot. At this point, I'm either right or wrong. There's nothing else I could do but let the trade go. Okay? There's nothing else I can do but let the trade go. That's it. That's it. Biggest gainer of the day, MSB. Miss Block got a nice pump there. API got a pump. Acropolis, nice move to the upside. Funny, was it KNC, Kyber Network, right? That was on Token Metrics. And that had a huge spike. Then it got sold off, but had a huge spike this morning out of nowhere to the upside. Token Metrics was talking about it as well. I'd have that on your radar. These are all MEXC pairs. MEXC has a lot of wild pairs, man. They got a lot. DIONE, we were trading that on and off. Remember? Still kind of sitting just flat at this point. We wanted to get the move to the upside, sitting flat, and fell through. Didn't get any volume. I'll pull a fib and look at that at another level. It's still kind of in a range. Bottom, top, might actually end up back at the top of the range. I like this coin. It was hot when most of the market wasn't doing that well. DIONE, if I'm saying that right, maybe it's DI1 too. I don't know exactly what it is, but shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for kicking it with me every single day. 550 people, 221 likes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The most difficult part is pressing that buy sell button. We have to execute. Thank you, Sammy. You got to execute. You know what I mean? You know how many times I looked at a chart and I was like, man, if I had just consistently executed, I'd be up. The only thing we do know that is we'll go to the right. Exactly. 50 flips done. It was heads. Long this thing. Y'all jolted all this down just watching Sam. Let's work. Let's get it. It depends on the exchange. Another 100 subs. 44.7 thousand subscribers. 44,700 subscribers and counting. On our way to 45,000 subs. Let's get it, baby. Tell your family and friends. Put out a billboard. Throw sheets of freaking pieces of paper out the window. Tell people about the lifer if you can. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Drop that good liquidity, baby. And shout out to everybody in the trading group just making gains. I love seeing people just hitting it. Trading group's been insane. The amount of gains people have been making is nuts. All right. We have a new leverage trading strategy that is taught by an epic trader in my trading group that I've pulled into my fold. Great traders come to me and they want to work with us. They want to be a part of the energy and the movement. My man, Master Friend, grinding. I believe he's on vacation for a week, but taking a couple days off from trading. But my man, he has basically he has a room inside of my trading group, a leverage room, which you could join. Once you join the leverage class, you can join the Leverage Masters, and you can become part of the Leverage Masters. They're always making gains in here. Look at this guy, 63% on a 200x leverage. You know, 537%, 627%. Okay, like more than everyone. I mean, and he's in there helping everybody. It's non-farm, no trades today. Yeah. Master Friend is not trading for a couple of days. My whole thing is this. Learn strategies other people have sat for hours figuring out. Use their years of analysis. You know what I mean? And we have that for you. We will get you to another level so fast. You take my beginner's course the last Saturday of every month. I teach a course the last Saturday of every month. It's $60 if you're in the trading group, $100 if you're not. It should be $300, $500. I could charge so much. I actually should raise the price just so because people think it's not that nice because it's you know, the price alone. So I really feel like I got to raise the price of that course at one point because it just gives you so much information. All right. On Uphold, it may have hit an all-time high. Caspa, it may have. It's so close. 42,750 will be the all-time high. It is so close. Stop losing your leverage trades. I can show you how. My man, Master Friend, there he is. There he is. And he teaches a class every Sunday from 12 to 2 o'clock, right? 2-hour class. And he's going to break it down for you. Once you're in the class, you then get entered in to the group that he's got inside my trading group, right? I'm in there. There's other people in there. I'm learning. I don't know it all. If I sat here and said I know it all and I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread and I know every type of trading style and every type of trading technique, that would just be a lie. So for my ability to be humble and to say, hey, you know what? There's people out there that know other things that I don't. And I want to incorporate that for you. So my ability to be humble helps me find more information to help you grow so we can all grow together. That's what it's about. I don't have to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't have to be the smartest. I just got to be the most consistent. But you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. I love you, bro. Remember Elliott waves. So I don't use Elliott waves at all. Maybe they'll work one day for me. I kind of understand them a little bit because I get what they do, you know. I took the beginner's course. It was excellent. Exceeded my expectations. GMB TV. My man. God bless you. Is that Greg? That was GMB TV. That's Greg, right? Greg Bennett. Yo, shout out to my man. Yo, everyone, shout out to GMB TV. I believe that's a YouTube channel. GMB TV. Send that link out to me. Maybe DM my Twitter or something. But let's get it out there. Thailand videos. Do you have a video out yet? I'm attempting to spotlight you right now. That's why you got to grind. You got to work. So when there's opportunity there, you got something out there. Where is GMB TV? Where you at, baby? Where you at? Where you at, my friend? Let me go to your channel with the link. This is my man, Greg, one of my greatest friends in life. You better subscribe to his channel right now. If I don't have 100 subscribers to this guy's channel by the end of the day, I'm going to have a serious problem, all right? I'm serious. This guy is the man. One of my greatest friends. I've known him since I was probably 12 or 13 years old. Check out my man, Greg, man. GMB TV. You'll have a blast. He goes to Thailand. He searches the world. He's working on his videos. He just wants to get into YouTube. He's just starting his first YouTube channel ever. I told him to keep grinding. Give him some hope. Give him some love. If you send him subscribers today and he ends up with 100 subscribers, you know how amazed he'll be? Send him that love, man. He's going to grind. I'm going to make sure he grinds. All right? Rainstorm at the Perth Thong Guest House. The Pet Thong Guest and Little Myanmar. And then at rolled ice cream, man. You got the rolled ice cream out there. So keep it moving, man. Don't stop. I'm going to do everything I can to help you, buddy. All right? So here we go. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? I already made a Bitcoin idea. I made a Bitcoin call. I took a move. We're getting beat down right now already to the ground. $8. All right? It's already falling into the target. It's already falling back inside where I don't want it to fall already too as well. All right? But I'm playing the divergences, nothing else. No emotions needed. I'm just playing the divergences. This 5-minute divergence technically should play out. However, the 5-minute is also making a bear flag. As you see this, right? So it's almost like a descending triangle if I can almost hide it. You see that? Yeah, the 30-second ugly pattern, man. Descender, really. Like, see that? But it's kind of how you start to build on out. Kind of get that rounding. It's interesting. And I'm not going to stress my long. I'm either going to get stopped out or I'm going to take profits. Okay? Head and shoulders on the 30-minute Bitcoin. Let's see what he's saying. Yeah, I mean, we looked at it earlier. This could be a shoulder. That could be a head. That could be a right shoulder. Definitely possibility. A little bit of a stretch, but I'm open-minded to that idea. That divergence is just strong. On the 1 hour, right? Oh, no, what is it? On the 15? No. Where do we? Oh, the 5. Yeah, there's a really strong 5-minute bullish divergence here. I'm sticking to this. Even my indicator got the divergence going. All right. Personally, I'm looking at BOOKMAP and waiting for the lower liquidity to be grabbed before I enter my long. I think you're 100% right on the trade. Bitcoin to the moon. Hey, I don't know. You never know. BOOKMAP has the lower liquidity that they already grabbed. Where do you think they're going to go lower? They got the 28.5. Remember, we had 28.5 for days, and they came to 28.5. BOOKMAP told us for days we were going to 28.5. I mean, anyone could have. I love BOOKMAP, and I'm not, and I love it. It works great, and the visualizations is amazing. But if you get good at support of resistance, BOOKMAP is also filling. You can see these areas in support of it. It's liquidity. It's just liquidity. You know what I mean? It's just liquidity. Lifer, what is direct TV? I have no idea. What is that? I don't watch TV. Do you take divergences over chart patterns? I combine them both. You know what I mean? I mean, right now you have a falling wedge with a divergence. to me, that's confluence. They both say you can make a move to the upside. Both of these, right? You just got to break this high. Also, I know this is crazy, but I've seen slanted Adam and Eves. It's kind of like a slanted Adam and Eve that could break on out. I've seen that play out, even though it's really weird. Your brain, if you play with the brain enough, you're going to see things in the charts that you never thought possible. You just, it's going to be insane, right? Liquidity is the thick above us. All of the shorts opened up in this move down. Exactly. Frog Suit, live bookmap channel on YouTube. You're funny. Thank you. Ugly head and shoulders, but I considered it too. Exactly. I always consider it. I don't want to be blindsided. You know what I mean? I never want to be blindsided. Litecoin halving in 23 minutes. Countdown to the Litecoin halving in 23 minutes. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. I love Litecoin. You don't get it. I met Bobby Lee. I know Tommy Lee. Like, it's all good. You know what I mean? But I don't know. If Bitcoin pumps today, Litecoin's going to pump the same. You get what I'm saying? Litecoin's going to do whatever Bitcoin does. All right. Litecoin looks a little like Quant, honestly. They're both in the falling wedge, respecting a previous, a really hard area of support. Litecoin also in the Fibonacci and, entering near that golden pocket, wicked pretty close to it. It's interesting. And everyone will say, oh, it's because the halving. But at the end of the day, a falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. That was supposed to happen. Wow, the summer, I just realized how fast the summer is going to go by. One more week at home, then I'm going to go spend one more week at my mom's on the vineyard, on Martha's Vineyard. And I'm going to have a blast with my family. I'm going to work hard. I work so hard, I just get moments. You know what I mean? I'm always working, and then I just get a few moments to chill. But when I get those moments, I take full advantage, That's why I like nice ride. I don't like to go out to dinner unless it's a nice dinner. I don't like to go to a park unless it's a beautiful park. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Litecoin was the OG rug pull. Nobody cared if it happened today. The project would be dead. Yo, you're funny, man. We didn't even touch the 29.2 level on the dump, and it was kind of slow. Any way of sending money, which is fast and cheap, is good. Litecoin, XRP, TRX. Can't say the same for Bitcoin and ETH. What do you mean? Bitcoin's really fast lately. I sent Bitcoin the other day, 5 minutes, man. Less than 5 minutes. My transaction was like, boom. So I don't know. Your mom lives near the Obamas. She does. She actually doesn't live that far from them. Wow, 22.83 now. Getting the beat down. Down 10 beans now, 4%. I don't like that. And a lot of times I just cut off the trade if it doesn't go well. Just cut it off. You know what I mean? But we're starting to falter now here. I don't like this look of a descending triangle. It has a descending vibe that's just going to dump on our face. It's not good. Watch her cook with the Obamas around. Isn't that crazy, man? I actually didn't get to talk to my mom about that. That pond is 20 minutes from my house. He was staying in their house and he died in the pond, like, whatever. And then the Clinton, whatever, I can't get into it, but apparently White House chefs just disappeared nowadays. You know what I mean? Hoping that XRP is a double bottom. XRP is going to do whatever Bitcoin does. Bitcoin takes a tank. These other markets are going to tank. You know what I mean? Sabi's live. It looks like we're hunting for about 29,100 at the bottom of the bull flag before the breakout. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. Would I get stopped out then? I think I would be. No, I'd still be able to hang out. Damn, $15? I don't like losing $15. That's whack. Sometimes you're the cook and sometimes you're the ingredient. I know, right? Do you see XRP retracing back? Dude. Google what a map is. You know what I mean? The map is the handkerchief. I'm done. Anyway, RIP chefs, man. So crazy, dude. How do you drown while you're paddleboarding in Martha's Vineyard? You're alone? The paddleboard's not even hard. I don't know, man. So weird. And it's clean cut. Done. It just happened next to my mom's house. So I was just there actually the day I had left the island. It happened the day later. So weird. So hold on one second. I'm going to look at a clean chart. So we got the Litecoin halving people getting excited about. We got Casper getting into possible price discovery. We got 585 people on the live, 270 likes. Why are there 300 people that won't hit the like button, baby? Let's go! I don't get it. It drives me insane. And just before the movie Meg 2 comes out, coincidence? I don't think so. What was Meg 2? That's so creepy. There's a video of him swimming laps of a pool that he titled Survival Tactics. Why, though? Cass halving is way cooler. Come on, smash the likes. When is the Cass halving, though? Can you give me a link on Twitter? I think you did already. Let's find that. See, I always look for the green now, and Twitter is the X, and it's so funny to me. I'm like, oh, there's my Twitter. Shout out to everybody following me on Twitter. 16,000 followers on Twitter. On our way to 20,000 followers. I greatly appreciate it. Carlos Alandreja, thanks for the super chat support, fam. We check Maker in a bit. Much love. We'll take a look at Maker Dow on the 2-day bearish divvy. And shout out to anyone that gives all the fan funds. $1.99 for Maker, $1.99 for USTC. Much love. We'll take a look at those. Shout out to Brandon. We love you. Thank you for saying that. Follow me at Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we asked some awesome questions yesterday, right? Sunny side or over easy? Yeah, that's funny. But join me on MEXC. People in my trading group are absolutely hitting it out the park. It was insane what I saw yesterday, right? Do you think SBF rugged bald? Let me know. Only 4 people commented on this. I find that weird. Usually I get way more comments on things like that. Didn't get even a... In the month of July, which coin did you stack the most? Let me know. We went through this. We got a lot of Caspas, Cardano, Pulse Chain, XRP, AGIX, Gala, Caspa, Ethan Dot, Casa Max Supply, fair launch, no ICO, no dev allocations, driven by community, purely decentralized, secure, no pre-mine. I mean, you can't beat that. It's got all the same things Bitcoin had going for it back in the day. Bitcoin, baby, up almost 300%. IOTX, XRP, Track, HBAR, WTK, WADSPay. David Brumbley's into WADSPay. Cass and GFAL. And I just got a message on Twitter from my man. And shout out to Crypto Blood, man. He reached out to me, just said, I know you're going through with your pops, man. Crypto Blood's a real one. I love that dude. I absolutely love that dude. And I got a link from GF Burke. So we do have a halving coming on the emission schedule here. 8/7/2023. So, but it has it having like every month though. You know what I mean? But on the 7th of August, we got an emission schedule. So emissions keep getting cut in half by the chromatic phase, and it moves with the chromatic scale. You know, with the scale of the piano. Insane, really, what we got going on here. All right, this divergence is strong. I'll tell you that right now. And the 200 SMA is strong too. And you're oversold in the stochastics. You're likely going to get a bounce. It may take some time, but we're likely going to get a bounce. Hey, what do I know? Let's take a look at the DXY and see how it's playing with us. So DXY got the bounce, and it attempt to break out. Interesting. Look at this. Look at this. The rising wedge broke to the upside, attempting to go parabolic. So crazy, right? I still feel like it's at a resistance point, like it's trying to tip up there. 4 hours still has momentum though, which is interesting. The 1 hour is getting a little high, but that's not a good sign. That's very surprising to me. The daily doing that, the odds of that are very low. It was in a rising wedge. It was at resistance. Likely going to break to the downside. If anything, I just want to lift this up and say, oh, you're still just hitting resistance, you know? But I mean, I got to kind of say that it broke out a little bit. It breached this trend line and it broke out of the rising wedge. The daily's still oversold. Maybe you just have to pump up to the 200 SMA. Price action's calling, and that could be a dump for Bitcoin back to 28.5. So we look at the 1 hour and the 15 here just to see what we're seeing. And we are overbought. Today we should get a pullback. Let's get this fake out breakout. The bullish sign is that if it stays in a flag and stays outside of the pattern, we want to see this break back down. We want to see this daily dump back to the bottom here. We do not want to see this breaking out and breaking through 103.44 or 104. If it does that, it's broken out of the falling wedge, and then it can actually go all the way back up to here, and that spells trouble for BTC. So we want to see this dollar get snubbed out here. We don't want it getting back above 103.51. That's not going to be good for us. All right, the daily says it's very overbought and we should get a pullback. However, the 3-day is pretty strong on the dollar index. So let's take a look here at tether dominance. We have it inside of a beautiful symmetrical triangle. It's been going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. It's just been channeling, right? We look at the daily and the 3-day, they're both getting a little extended. The daily's a little overbought. We wanted more of a dump. It's attempting to curve. I will get rid of all this sauce and we'll look at it deeply. I know you can't see what's going on here. We will break that down for you. Do not worry. We're just going over the general idea here. We'll head on into the 4-hour time frame, and we see that the 4-hour time frame is very oversold with a bounce to the upside. Also not the best sign for Bitcoin, all right? I'll remove the moving averages for a second. They tend to just get in the way until I need their information. So I see us in this kind of an ascending triangle, just getting tighter and tighter. The tether dominance does want to break back to the upside on this 4-hour time frame. That's bullish. It's not good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's 4-hour does not look good. Yikes. Now the 1-hour, fine. So what it's saying is I may get my win. We may get a relief rally. But if this double bottoms and does something tight and then the 4-hour takes over, we want to watch this today. We want to see tether dominance come down. Tether dominance can come down a little bit. It can help out the trade for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin at 29,287 now. I'm probably down about $10. We'll see what happens. 276 even on the futures trade, $12, $11. All right. Okay, so yeah, we really want to see a rejection here by tether dominance. All right. I'm going to delete this. This pattern is just a mess. It really was a sharp falling wedge here that broke out. See? But you're getting overbought. I'd love to see this kind of right shoulder. So we'll watch this closely too. But this has something to do with what happens today. If dominance spurts up, right, that means money's leaving Bitcoin. If dominance goes sideways and falls over, that means we're holding more money into Bitcoin and we could kind of make a move. So. And price action's a little slower than normal too as well. It's just a little less exciting than it normally is. I'm being honest, we don't got the volume or the volatility. Shout out to the 580 people on the live, 321 likes. Thank you for being here with us. What are your thoughts on XRP case, everybody? How do you feel about the case? Is it over, right? Did we truly win the case? How did you feel about that last little FUD that came out of nowhere? Could you tell us about MEXC 3X leverage ETF? The good and the bad. I mean, I don't use them as much as I used to. I use futures now more than ever. If I'm going to trade 3X, I'll just trade 3X leverage. The ETFs are good, but you have to remember how many people are using them. More people are trading futures, so you got the liquidity and you want to trade the most liquidity. The ETFs are great. They do well, but you want to pay attention. You know what I mean? So where can I sign up for the leverage class? Email cryptolivers@gmail.com. And I was also going to put out, I was going to put out a whole new thing. I was going to put out a beginner leverage course. And in that course, all I was going to show you is how to open up a MEXC account, how to open up a leverage trade, the difference between cross and isolated, and maybe try to open up a couple trades in front of you and show you how they play out, show you different time frames, stuff like that. A very basic beginner's leverage trading course, just to show you the ins and outs of leverage. That's it. So you can just so you can confidently manage it. Okay. So you know what I mean? Who would like that? Would anyone like that? Like a beginner's leverage course? That way, then if you move on, you can go take the next advanced leverage course with Master Friend, and you'll know like everything. Like you'll feel more confident on next C, right? So I was thinking of doing that. So Tether dominance, interesting, something to look at there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. If you're new to the channel and you're new to trading cryptocurrency, we trade something here called Bitcoin dominance, or we look at something here. We don't look at that in the stock market as much, but we want to see Bitcoin dominance is how much Bitcoin is taking up of the entire market cap, right? And basically, right now, Bitcoin's 50% of the market cap, right? If Bitcoin gets more and more pumped, more people are going to FOMO into Bitcoin quicker than into altcoins. And what it's going to do is it's going to raise the dominance. Bitcoin dominance will go further to the upside. Now, we had a resistance here, which we're kind of right at again. Like we've hit it. Bitcoin dominance flips this area, right? Now, the 8 hour says Bitcoin dominance. And Bitcoin dominance is interesting. Usually when I see a big move, like dominance wants to move up, we get a pump for Bitcoin. Dominance did want to move up. What did we get? We did get that pump for Bitcoin. So dominance can also kind of help you time a move for BTC, right? So right now, Bitcoin dominance is in a falling wedge. It's oversold. I'm sure it looks like it's touching the 21-day moving average. That's a flag. We'd like to see that get a little pump up today. So, you know, it's funny. Today's a big day because the 1 hour time frame could change the whole scenario today. If the 1 hour can pump on the dominance and the 1 hour can pump on Bitcoin, it really will change kind of the whole way we look at the market. We can get through 29,005, and that's going to change kind of if the 4 hour wants to dump on us now. So the 1 hour really could change the story for us here today and give us a pump out of the falling wedge and not break back inside the pattern. This is the 1 hour could make it happen. Or is the 4 hour going to continue to push us through to the bottom of the pattern? I took a shot. Normally I wouldn't trade against the 4 hour. The likelihood is I probably will lose the trade, but the 1 hour says I could win. So I'll take my shot. The only reason I'm taking a shot on the trade is the divergence that I found on the 5 minute here. It's pretty strong. That's a swing down and that's a swing up. It's a pretty strong divergence. Tells me we should get somewhat of a hold, but you never know. Divergence is nothing in trading is guaranteed. Nothing is 100%. And as I showed you, we could lose 7 out of 10 of these trades and still be very profitable. I don't need to win every trade. I just need to set up, and I just need to constantly keep showing up. I need to constantly keep showing up and opening up the trade, right? If I don't, then I'm only going to open up here and there. It's just not going to play out. I got to be consistent to get the percentages. You understand? And things take time. You want to double your account overnight, that's usually what causes pain. You say, hey, I'm going to grind slowly and I'm going to have more money at the end of this month than I had at the beginning of the month. You're ready to go. Cass and Adam and Eve on double bottom on the 4 hour. Really? Little time on and Cass will drop more for a retest. I don't know. See, why do people say what's going to happen? Little time on, why do you talk like it's going to do this? Who knows what could happen? You could say the probabilities are that it's going to drop more. You don't want to speak in affirmations as a trader, you know? You say the highly likely, based on the probabilities of the charts, we're going to do this. But when you say this will happen, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, then you're going to be wrong if it doesn't. If you say the probabilities, then you're not wrong. You were just saying, hey, the probability said we're going to go up, right? 0.388 for Cass is where I'm looking. Right. Sir, please look at comp USDT. We put that in the trading group last night. If you want to know what comp's doing, join the trading group. I'll hook you up with that information. All right. The likelihood of it falling is higher than it rising. There you go. Based on what though? Based on what parameters? Right. So XCAD had a huge move. As I'm telling everyone, I wouldn't touch it till it resets on the daily. It is resetting on the daily pretty nicely. 3 days, just super extended though. If we wait for the 3 day and we stay really patient, looks like XCAD is going to have a massive cup and handle as it retraces. So you don't want to chase too much. We had XCAD on token metrics. I put out the call right there. This thing was gone, baby gone. In the last few weeks, we've had some massive gains in the trading group, unexpectedly out of nowhere too. So and shout out to GMB TV. Look at Jebitron. I took the leverage class yesterday. It was mind-blowing. A big shout out to Master Friend. That was education on the highest level. My advice is to everyone is to take the Master Leverage class. You won't get knowledge like this anywhere else. I am grateful for the opportunity you give to us all. God bless you and your family. Sam is the man. Ditto, said people. And that's just what the people are saying. GF Burke gifting another membership to a lifer. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. So now we're going to move on. We've looked at the dollar. We looked at the DXY. We looked at Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance. Okay? We have a sense of what the markets are doing. We have a sense of what we need to see happen in order. We don't want that dollar index to break those two levels that we looked at. Like we kind of, you know, and we know what's going to happen if they do break those two levels. Very, very key. All right. ES1 technically made a symmetrical triangle. I see them break to the downside more than to the upside. I don't know why they're called 50% patterns, but I see them break down. That one did break to the downside. You can see some bearish div forming on the 4-hour S&P. Suggests that we do see some downside here. I mean, we've had a massive rally for the S&P, all the way to 45, all the way to 45. We hit our next resistance point. So I'd go to the daily time frame. And it's what's interesting is the daily's not that bad. Like it's resetting, but it's not the worst. The daily's still inside of a bullish megaphone, which ain't done yet. So we got to respect this trend line. Let's take a look at our 4-hour. And our 4-hour suggests that we could bounce. So right now, the S&P technically in a bullish megaphone, in my humble opinion, which is a backward symmetrical. If we were to, I wish we could flip the chart. You know, we can flip the chart upside down. I wish we could flip it sideways too. I wonder if you can, if there's a sideways flip. But you'd expect the S&P to get a bounce here if it can't. And it's very similar to Bitcoin in a way. If it can't hold the zone on the 1 hour and it falls through, you want to see it bling back to the upside here and then gone and break out. Usually they go up here. They don't go that low. They usually go right here, right to there, and then they gone. Very oversold the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. All right. Bullish megaphone. Yeah, it's a bullish megaphone. I'm serious. People laugh at trading, at the stuff we say when we're trading, right? At trading technological, nomenclature, I guess. Well, look, bullish megaphone. I mean, it's right there. I can't make this stuff up. I've seen it for years. I've been watching this stuff for years. Okay. There's your bullish megaphone. All right. You can Google it. You guys are thinking I'm making this stuff up, right? How to trade the megaphone, dude. Come on now. The Bart Simpson, the megaphone, the diamond. You got to get open-minded. You got to get ready, baby. There's so much. You know what I mean? But, dude, I have it all stored in here. I've seen so many of these in my life. I've been doing this for 15 years. Since I was 25 years old, I'm a 45-year-old man. You could only imagine how many times I've seen the bullish megaphone. I've seen it break out. I've seen it all, man. Maybe I haven't seen it all, but I've seen a lot, right? I've seen a lot. So my man keeps talking about this XRP double bottom. I'm interested. You got my ear. You got my ear. Pattern trading alpha going down. Exactly. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Hey, Lifer. Just here to like your stream. Gotta run. Bogdanov voice. Dump it. Everyone knows who Bogdanov are, the twin guys. Didn't they get killed or something? I don't know who they are. I wasn't into the meme world. I was into rap music and deep dive. And I missed out on a lot of things that people knew about, popular culture on the internet. You know? I didn't know what Dibby Dab was. I'm not hip. I was like a street guy, man. And I was riding a Harley. You know, I was listening to hip hop music. I don't know. It's I was part of a different group, you know? I was outside a lot too, man. Yeah, XTC is supposed to bleed. For sure. Because they had a nice pump. So someone said XRP's got a double bottom on the 4 hour. I see it 1, 2, possibly. Holding the zone really, really nicely. You pull your fib, though, and I feel like you got to come and touch that 200 SMA. I just feel like there's a little more pain coming here, and you got to come to the golden pocket. I wouldn't be surprised if we bounced off 55. just because that's that area that you if you retest 55 and that becomes your new bottom, it's like really strong for XRP. When your girls get a little older, you will know what's up. I don't know what he means by that. Throw on the Tupac. Oh yeah, when the girls get, oh yeah, they'll teach me. They'll teach me about like the new cultures. Yeah. Cast forming a small inverted double bottom are non-friends. Shout out to Master Friend. You see the King Von documentary by Trap Love the Rest. This is an incredible doc. No. XRP is like a €3 triangle, yeah. How are we feeling about CAS at 4 cents? I'm feeling good. Will Bitcoin hold the 618 Fibo? You never know. Oh, wow, we got pounded. 29,236. Yep. And now we're trying to fall back inside the pattern. Let's take a look at BTC. It usually gets worse before it gets better, though. That's what I've learned, you know. So at this point, let me take a look at that 5-minute flag that I had. So yeah, that's like a decent. See how that looked like a descending triangle to me on the smaller time frame? So bearish. However, it's like extending the divergence now. Like they're trying to shred through as many longs as they can, and I feel like they're running out. They're running out of longs. Now, how many people have the guts to long down here? Look, they just got 2,108,000. They just liquidated less people after this one. That's a divergence. Usually that tells me they're running out of shorts. Because look, 2 million right there, right? And then 108,000. So they liquidated here. They got the price lower, but they got less longs. That's a divergence in the delta. But they did press us further down into the liquidity zone, and we could get all the way pressed down at 29,000 possibly. That is the next bigger order. We didn't really touch it. We came this low to 29, but we didn't touch the 29,000 area. So Bitcoin is struggling. We still see kind of a group divergence here. I see on the 30 how this is like a follow through, but overall an uptrend. It tells me that you're gonna get the bounce. You're going to get a bounce. We'll see. It's playing with my heartstrings now, right? How to wick lower low, 1 minute. The best part of the day, off work straight to the stream. KS ASICs dropping this month, either super bearish or bullish for price. Hard to predict. I drew my triangle wrong. I saw a flat base on XRP. Most notably on the Bogdanov affair, which brought light to the fact that the brothers had written nonsensical advanced physics papers that were nonetheless published in reputable science journals. Crazy. They were French twin television presenters, producers, and essayists who from the 1970s on presented various subjects on science fiction, popular science, and cosmology. They are involved in a number of, most notably, the Bogdanov affair. Interesting. Yeah, everyone else seemed to know who they were. I had no idea who they were. And I always would watch, like, and they would be like, dump it, you know, and it would be the Bogdanov brothers. And it would be like, it's time to dump it. And I'd always be like, what are they? What is it? Dump who? Who are these guys? They didn't spend $400,000 per miner just to dump it. Did you watch Cliff High? I used to get into Cliff High, but he made some outrageous claims that never came true for Bitcoin. I love Cliff. He's super smart. He invented the phone on the airplane. You know, S&P taking a tank, whole market dumping hard. Just 170. We're taking a beat down here. I may cut this trade off. 33. Yikes. Hold the suit though. I'm willing to give the $60, right? I'm willing to give it. But my whole thing was if it fell back inside the pattern, I didn't want in. And to me, it's starting to break back inside the pattern. Yeah, it's back inside. I mean, that's no good. It's either a way. Usually, when you break back inside, you're done. You know. It's crazy how the divergence just really fell off. Let's look at the 5-minute divvy. Technically, no. You could try to include it. Nah, that's weird to me. It's a weird divergence. Still is kind of swinging up while that's swinging down, though. And this is like an exaggerated kind of. He got wicked up. I'm just going to trust the trade, keep it real, but it's not going the way I wanted it to. We're not getting the bounce off this area. Gotta flip 29.3. The tune is the one. Let it ride. Just open up a security short and play both sides on that bottom. I'm not good at opening up the dual, like a short and a long. Just like it kind of, I don't have it planned out yet properly, and in my head is, I've only done it a couple times, you know? So. Yeah, we have a link in the description to the videos too. See, that's the thing. My team didn't tell me this, man. Master friend, tell my team, man, to give me the links, to make a freaking flyer. Like, let's get on them, man. We've asked 3 times now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I get agitated, but like, I want a flyer for the freaking, for the class. I want the links below the videos. I want to be able to tell people every day, go to this class, go here. Make it easy for me to promote, you know? Please. But you can hit a pointy, right? Where we already have a link to class right here. Where you can jump into master leverage class right there for 2 hours and take the class. All right? You can do a one-on-one with me. You can take the beginners course. You can pay for the beginners. You can pay for the MetaMask class and the DeFi for beginners course. Teach you everything you need to know about basically blockchain, how to move money through the blockchain, right? How to send and receive, all that stuff. How to use MetaMask, all the premier chains, how to connect different chains. You will be a boss at MetaMask when you're done with this. How to find the nonce, so many different things. How to stop a transaction that gets stuck. This course will blow your mind. And then the Master Leverage Trading course too, which will also blow your mind. You click on this and then you'll be able to sign up for class. All right, very simply and easily through PayPal or your credit card, and then it will have your email and you'll be getting a link to the Zoom that day. All right. We're getting the bounce. We're getting the bounce. It's funny. Now I'm only down $13. See how fast life can change? See? You can't get emotional when trading. You just got to let the trade play out. Who cares what it's doing, you know? So remember, that dollar index needs to bend back. Crucial point, even the S&P attempting a bounce here on the bottom of the channel. So the whole market's kind of like waiting on this DXY right now. It's an interesting Wednesday, I'll tell you that. It's an interesting Wednesday. I do have to leave the stream a little earlier today because I am going to see my first investment property of my life. I'm super excited. It's a 5-unit, right? I'm going to go half with somebody else. We're going to go in together. I believe it's probably maybe $1 million. We got to put $250,000 down. I'm going to break down these real estate deals on my other YouTube channel, Sam Price. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to get into real estate. And I'm telling you right now, I'm starting and I'm going to continue to grow. And there's the bounce we wanted so far off the divergence. Nice play up. I should open up the dollar. I forgot to do the dollar one like you told me, man. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So the idea behind this all is this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make another account. I'm going to make it incognito and have them both open. And one's going to be called the Master Friend Lev. I'm going to call it like, I'm going to literally make an email for it. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So this is the deal. Watching this trade all day long. We've been watching this trade the whole time, the whole entire day, right? All the knowledge is already included in the 99 for you to study and backtest. The classes are for people who need the hands-on trading and mentoring, right? Yeah, they're for people that want to get to that next level. It's funny because I'm going to break this down. I see from the outside perspective. I paid $99. Now they're upselling me for more classes. They just more money. But the knowledge is unbelievable. And you pay one time and you get the knowledge for the rest of your life. Like, think about that. You know what I mean? You know how many people I pay for knowledge? And I keep that knowledge forever, baby. That's a strong divergence on the 5-minute. I'd be highly surprised if we don't break the high inside the divergence at 29.6. Just based on my years of doing this, but you never know. You never know. And we get to post another win. I'm probably at break even now. $6. See? A beginner trader might have freaked out and pulled that trade off at $33 loss. And they might do that all the time. They do that 10 times a day. They're down $300 because their emotions. You gotta let the trade play out. You gotta let the trade play out. all right? And I didn't pick my leverage. I just dragged the leverage bar until I found the amount that I was willing to risk. You get it? The leverage was picked by the risk. I didn't pick 25x leverage. I just dragged the leverage bar around, and when I saw the number that I was willing to risk, I let it go, and it happened to be 25x leverage. So everything I do is through risk management. Nothing I do is just because. You know what I mean? There's a thought process. There's no emotions behind the behavior. So XRP, I see coming back down to the 618 level and bouncing off that area. That's a key area of support or resistance that I'm looking for XRP. Quant looks like a likely trade for the day, something that I'm definitely honed in on, but, you know, we'll see. It's a very sketchy day to trade. It's a lot of up and down. Funny. I feel like trading hands-on, man. If you can get hands-on coaching and trading, you're ready to go. So yeah, no, but oh yeah, I forgot the live because you're thinking, no, but all I'm saying is that information is key. I just know how people feel. I wasn't saying you're complaining. I forgot that you're listening to the live too. You have to understand I'm in two different realms and I'm not good at that. What I was just saying is people want information, but honestly, it's so much, it's worth it to sit down. And when you pay for something, it makes you focus on it more. Hands down. You care more about it when you're paying attention. Just the facts of life, right? Facts of life. I'm going to jump on in to the spaceship real quick. Like, what spaceship? Like, the spaceship back outside. What do you mean? Like, shout out to Shano. We love you, brother. Shout out to my whole team, man. Never falters every single day. I don't know what it's like to work for someone that works every single day of their life, but it must be somewhat draining sometimes. You know what I mean? It can't be the easiest. So shout out to my whole team. You guys put up with me and work with me every single day. It's insane. Imagine a boss that never takes a day off. I mean, that's a very demanding boss, right? So shout out to everyone that kicks it with me. We love you and we appreciate you and we thank you. Hey, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a show called the Crypto Lifer Show, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I give you a 3 to 5 minute quick news segment to kind of teach you what's happening with cryptocurrency and finance. We want to see legacy systems. We want to see older companies like Google making moves into crypto, into blockchain, and that's the news that I love. And we see that happening every day, and it's becoming more and more popular. Google Cloud is running a validator on Celo Network. The cloud service joins Deutsche Telekom and other ecosystem contributors participating in the validating the Celo platform. Celo has added Google Cloud to its list of network validators. Google Cloud's blockchain node engine will aid Celo's migration to an Ethereum layer 2. That's a big deal. When you see the name Google and Celo in the same sentence, that should be a big deal. I'm excited for that. That's quick news. We don't have to really go too depth into what that means. You get it. They're running a validator on Celo. It's a big deal. Google getting down, understanding the importance, putting money into the infrastructure. That for things that they're selling and their basically profit margins and their structures, they're putting that money into blockchain. So Google profits helping validator nodes. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So CRV gets plunge protection on Binance as market makers add bid side liquidity. Market makers move to arrest the slide in Curve's following last weekend's attack against the decentralized exchange. It's funny, Justin Sun put money in, and people were trading it yesterday. They took advantage of that Justin Sun pump. I saw a kid in my trading group, a man, He turned $500 into $147, 2,700% gains, and he did use Master Friend strategy. It became the move. We are getting the bounce like I talked about. The trade may be in the money at this point. Yeah, we're just slightly back to break even in the money. Let's see. We did get the bounce off the divergence. We are back outside of the pattern. It was like a dolphin dip in there. Let's see. I like what's going on here. The 1 hour is still in my favor. Let me stay true. Let me stay calm, and let me play out this trade. Would have been nice actually probably to add to the trade at that point. If I had the guts, I did not have the guts to do that. I'd be in profits right now already. The $1 strategy would have worked out really well right there because you would have went negative, would have been able to add to it. You'd be in with right now with Master Friend's strategy. But that's a big deal for Curve. They're getting held up. Market makers tend to pull orders to avoid getting caught in an unfavorable price swing, told CoinDesk. That's why liquidity disappeared on order books during big market events such as the March banking crisis or FTX collapse. Right after the Curve exploit, we saw the opposite trend, with liquidity being added to the CRV order books, specifically on the bid side. CRV fell 14% to 58 cents immediately following late Sunday exploit, but they were able to get it back up, and Justin Sun was able to buy it, I believe, at 30 cents, and it was at 59 when he bought it. He bought, I think, $4 million, or $2 million. He made $2 million immediately. So IRS, crypto staking rewards taxable once investors get their hands on the token. The latest tax guide from the Internal Revenue outlines how and when staking rewards are taxed. A cryptocurrency investor given rewards for validation activity on a proof-of-stake network should count the rewards as income in the year the investor gets control of those tokens, according to the ruling issued on Monday. The fair value of the validator rewards received is included in the taxpayer's gross income in the taxable year, in which the taxpayer gains dominion and control over the validation rewards. Interesting. Just, some clarity there, right? And WorldCoin faces setback in Kenya as operations are halted. The Kenyan government declared that all WorldCoin activities will be suspended until public agencies ensure there are no risks to the general public. Yeah, you just come in our country, start doing random stuff. Someone whispered something today, said, hey, wait, no. And lo and behold, things started, you know what I mean? Yeah, they were like, put the kibosh on that. Something shady's going on. So even in Kenya, they're like, yo, no. And we already told you this thing was shady as all heck. This is just kind of corroborating the story that we had already, that this thing was shady. And that is the news for you all today. Bitcoin bouncing back to 29,370. The futures trade that we opened here still kicking it. We will see what happens from that. Will we make 200? Will we lose $60? It would be awesome if this $900 account can go up $200 in a day and make almost 25% gains, and we can keep chipping away at this. This is a challenge, $1,000 to $10,000 challenge in future trading. I will keep it going until I eventually win. I missed some bigger moves that I needed to make when I went to see my mom. Things happen. It is what it is. I don't beat myself up about it. I've been mourning and going through it. So if I miss a trade here and there, I tell myself, you know what, Sam, your dad passed away. You're going through the motions, and just don't expect. I'm taking it in every day. And what I want to make sure is that I'm hitting Bitcoin properly every single day, that people are hitting gains in the trading group, that I'm able to find the highest probability plays, and that I'm taking care of my trading group. Like, I love each and every one of you. You are my people. It's like my dad took care of me. I want to take care of you. Like, I had a good dad. I had a good mom. I do the same to each and every one of you. I love you all. I want you to do the best. I want you to have the best in life, just like I get to have the best in life. I get to dress nice. I don't have to have a boss. I get to do what I want. I want you to do the same. It's unfair that I get to have whatever I like in this world, but you don't. So I want you to, but there comes so much hard work and discipline. People look at my life sometimes, and like, I've had friends or family members say, oh, he gets whatever he wants. Look at, he flies everywhere. He goes on YouTube. He does whatever. But then I alone to my wife, I say, I said I started this channel and nobody believed. I said, my parents always were behind me, but no one was like, you're going to start a channel and it's going to blow up. Like, I never knew it was going to happen. I had no clue. All I had was faith that the world was special, that good things were going to happen, and that if I put my best foot forward, good things would happen. And my dad told me that hard work does pay off. Keep working hard, he said, every day. Never stop. Always grind. Look at the divergence playing out right there that we talked about. We just got to break the high now inside of the divergence to the upside. And that is a divergence there. And we did get the bounce, right? So, funny. You people are funny, man. You guys, look at this. The frog. Oh my gosh. Oh man. But shout out to all the people in the live. Shout out to the new people joining the trading group. A lot of new people in the trading group. We love you. Take it one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up. All right. Learn the strategies we teach. Set up a demo account. Set up a MEXC account right here, please. We don't trade MEXC because fine, I get commission. It's great, right? But that's just an add-on. Like I trade MEXC because I actually like it. Because I like the fact that I don't have to pay fees every single time. You know. We love you, Sam. Thank God that you didn't quit and give us your knowledge. It's amazing. Amen. CRV pumping. I mean, obviously, right? CRV is obviously pumping. Like, it's being pumped by market makers so it doesn't get dumped. It's kind of funny, right? But also, it's following Bitcoin, right? So let's take a look at CRV. Curve, just to me, rounded bottoms pay the bills. If you believe in this project, the exploit was probably a great place to buy in. Justin Sun thought so. So, right? He had guts to put $2 million down. Like, yeah, I'll throw down. You know what I mean? CRV was hacked. Something happened. The MEXC fees are phenomenal. You gotta love the non-existent fees, you mean. Or the very limited fees on the futures accounts. There's just nothing there. Wow, we're back up $1.89 on the futures account. Let's go, baby. We're in the green. We didn't panic sell, even though things weren't looking good. We didn't get emotional and panic sell. I could have. I had a feeling, but I didn't listen to that. You know what I mean? I said, you got to stick to your plan, Sam. You got to stick to your plan. We got the bounce out the divergence. I'm good at calling the bounces, baby, in the eye of the pain when most people are freaking out. See, the old me, I would have saw that red candle and I would have freaked out. I would have been super emotional. 7, 8, 10 years ago. Oh my God, I would have panic sold my whole bag. Are you kidding me? Immediately. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I would have like, oh, I'm out. I am out. I couldn't handle any of that. I didn't have the knowledge. It wasn't there. So fear is only fake emotions acting real. Amen. 189. Let's go. My man, I love you, bro. Good luck with that property today, man. Thank you for saying that, man. No panic, Sammy. Glad to be back in the group. I popped in for the Premier membership. I had to reconnect with all the positive vibes the group has, man. Shout out to my man. I love you, man. Thank you for jumping on in, John. And everyone, we have an awesome deal right now going. All right, $330. $330, right? Which is $270 for 3 months and $30 for the class and $60 for the class. So for $330, which I think is amazing, get 3 months in the trading group and my course packaged together. It's a great package. Email Crypto Livers today. All right. I'll do one extra thing today that I normally don't do. If you pay in cryptocurrency, I'll knock off an extra $30. So you'll get 3 months out of the group. And I just came up with this out of my mind because I love crypto and I want people to be more pro crypto. You pay $300 in cryptocurrency. You get 3 months in the group and the course. I'm giving you my trading course for $30. I've never done that in the history. You have to pay in cryptocurrency to get the discount. All right. My wife's pretty easy. Some people could probably finagle her for a PayPal, but fine. For the next 2 to 3 hours only, we'll do it till tonight at 7 p.m. For $300, you get 3 months in my trading group and the class. My class though, not leverage class. All right, leverage class is going to cost. All right, but my class, I'll include my course in there. All right. So email cryptolivers@gmail today. I'll write down that, you know. My goal is to train as many people as possible in technical analysis. That's my goal in life. So to do that, I need as many people to sign up and to learn as possible. Yes, it helps my business, but it also achieves my goal. Money is just a side portion of the goal. The goal is to keep that many people educated. Get yourself a hardware wallet today too. Link in the description below. This is a Trezor. I love Trezors. I also do use a Ledger, a Trezor or a Ledger, but I like Trezor the most. The touchscreen is easy, fast, and just a really good, easy way to get in. Trezor, you can get yourself a Trezor Model T or you can get your Trezor Touch. I own both, as you can see. I own another Trezor. I own a bunch of these. I absolutely love them. Can't wait to share them with each and every one of you. All right. If the TA works, take a breath and buy those red candles. Kind of scary with leverage. Yeah, nothing scary. No, fake emotions acting real. Sam is the greatest mentor in the game. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. And everybody, I'm going to cut it a little short today just because I got to run. I got to get things ready with my wife. We got stuff to do. I'm going to see that investment property. Hey, I might even make it a member stream. You know what I mean? I love being in love with life is what I just wrote to the trading group. And I'm in love with life every single day. I'm a positive, happy guy. And it's each and every one of you that keeps me positive and happy. I love y'all. Super chats, USTC, MakerDAO, and AGIX in the bull flag. Bro, do you have a Tangem referral? No, I do not. I didn't even know how to do that. I could get it, though. Just got here. Where are we going? Up or down? Shout out to my man. We talked about a possible reversal on the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin out of this falling wedge in what's called a retest. So far, we did get a bullish divergence on a small time frame, the 5 minute, and it has reacted to the upside. So shout out to you just jumping on in. We're looking for a bounce out of this falling wedge back to the upside for Bitcoin. I entered a long in front of everybody on the live stream. The long is only down $100. At one point, it was down $33. We were down about 10% or a little over 10%. We have bounced back now. We're kind of struggling. We want to see if we can get this bounce. So we're playing a scalp back up on the 1 hour time frame. We have to heed the fact that the 4 hour is not in our favor and wants to crush us to the downside. We are really seeing if the 1 hour can get this retest. If we fall back inside the pattern, we go bearish, the trade is negated. That is the plan for the day up until tonight, where I redo and reassess and see what happens. If we break up, we see where we're at, and the falling wedge broke up. We break down, I probably do something where we're at the bottom of the pattern. Maybe we get a bounce back up, and we talk about what's going on down there. So tonight, when I do my daily close video, or I do the video at like 5 or 6 or 8 p.m., wherever I end up doing my update, we're either going to be up in here with the follow-through, or the 4 hour is going to take us down. So far, we are getting the bounce, but we got to get above some key local resistances to remain bullish. And that's these key areas here. We got to get above this bounce support region at 29.4. Then we got to get through this wick at 29,600. Shout out to DJ, Divergence Dom, my man. Sam, sending good vibes and good mental clarity and wisdom today in your new real estate venture. Congrats. We can hear the excitement today in your voice. Your hard work is paying off, man. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the $9.99, man. Litecoin will test the lows again. Now the halving is done. Probably will. It's just so funny, man. And the halving is over, right? We did it, right? We waited this whole time, and the Litecoin halving has been complete. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I'm sorry, I'm pretty spot on. You know what I mean? Like, if something's worth getting excited about, I'm going to get you excited about it. All right? But, like, if Bitcoin bounces, look, Litecoin's in this, like, kind of symmetrical triangle, you could say. Say it faked out of this trend line, got back inside, faked out. Right? If Bitcoin gets a pump, Litecoin's going to get a pump, and everyone's going to say it's because of the halving. The daily looks overbought and curving down. The 4 hour is kind of okay, back inside the pattern. This falling wedge did not break out. We didn't get the love. And we actually did get a breakout. You would have got paid there because it did break out, but then it went lackluster. You'd have to put it in this channel and then like this. See, it's weird. To me, it was like in this. Faked out, faked back inside, hanging on that trend line. And just like if Bitcoin can get the bounce, this could possibly get a bounce. So ugly, though. And you have major resistance at 95 for Litecoin. 1 hour could bounce to the upside with Bitcoin and just kind of channel. Looks like you're going to be flat or sideways. But if you lose this, you're falling back down to the next low. And then you're going to try to challenge 77, 70. Usually Litecoin will slowly get sold off now, Yeah, so, maybe I'll do a membership stream or something. I don't know I don't want to be too inclusive either. I don't know who I'm meeting, what I'm doing. But there you go, man. We're getting that pump. The 1 hour and the 15 minute are aggressive. If the 50-minute can break through its previous high right here in this high volume node, that's going to be a good sign at 29,438. And we're going to be in the money. We're back in the green now on the futures trade. Yeah, I'm going to own 100 doors. So look, this is how real estate works, all right? I know it's not a real estate course, but real estate is pretty simple for the most part, all right? And I'm out of here in 2 minutes. My wife's on me right now. Real estate's pretty simple. You find the house, 1.2 million, all right? You want to get 3 to 6 units. You want as many units as possible. For me personally, say it got 5 units. All right. Say you're getting 1,200 a unit. All right. You're getting $6,000. Right. 12 times 5 is 60. Right. You're getting $6,000 a month. All right. You're looking at a 7%, let's just say, interest rate on your money. Okay. You got to go to the bank. You got to basically put down about 300 grand. Which is 30%. You could put down 20, but I like, 300 grand on the 1.2. Okay. I'm going to split it with another investor. We're both going to be putting in 150,000. All right. So we're going to put in the 150,000 and we're going to get 300 grand and we're going to be getting, let's say $900,000 from the bank. Okay. We're going to owe 7%. Right? 10% of that would be 90 grand. Agreed? 7% is each percent. I could do each percent is 9, 27,000. So you're talking 63,000. Right? 63,000 I'm going to pay in 12 months, right? The 6,000 in rents will make 72,000. There'll be 10,000 left over each year after insurance, all this nonsense, right? So the idea is if you could make $1,000 to $500 a month off the property, right? You're not trying to make tons of money. You parked 150 grand. It's not like crypto, all right? But you own something. And now you're getting $500 a month. You do it again and again and again. And eventually you own what? $10 to $15 million worth of real estate. You're bringing in, 10 grand a month off of all, then you start selling them and they appreciate. 5 years from now, something you bought for 1.2 is 1.4, right? Me and him sell that. We both split the 200 grand in profit after taxes, take another 75. I take the 75, add it to another thing. I put that on another property. I'm going to take this to the limit and I'm going to grow a real estate account to another level. I'm going to do it on my other channel. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm growing wealth as well as cryptocurrency. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I trade because I like to grind. I start businesses because I like to grind. I get into real estate because I like to grind. This crypto stuff is just part of my desire to grind. Okay. So I'm going to take you through this entire process of my life. I'm going to show you everything I can. And I hope I can teach you how to do the same things and expand your life to another level. Everyone, I love you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here more than you would ever know. I thank you all for jumping on in. I got to get through these super chats real quick, though, babe. I forgot, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing. We got to look at USTC, MakerDAO, and AGIX. We'll get through those really fast. You come here for those super chats. I apologize for not doing them immediately. So I saw Terra Classic falling wedge in the 15-minute. That looks like it can bounce. Like, that's a beautiful flag. If Bitcoin bounces, this is going to bounce. That looks like a nice trade right there. I would scalp that on the 15-minute many, many times. I don't want to ruin it by, like, 4 hours still has momentum. The 1 hour is a little overbought with bearish divergence, though. Yikes. 1 hour says, no, not going to happen. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with a bullish sign on a smaller time frame and a bearish sign on a bigger time frame? It depends on your risk tolerance. A very risky trader will still take the trade anyway. A non-risky trader won't take the trade. For me, I generally won't take a trade if the bigger time frame says it's not going to happen, because I've gone against it many times and it hasn't played out. However, I've not taken the trade because the 4 hours overbought, and I've seen the freaking 15-minute skyrocket too. Both things could happen, so you have to ask yourself whether you want to take the risk. And you have to tell yourself, if the 4 hours overbought, the 15-minute has higher risk. If the 4 hours oversold, the 15-minute has a better chance of breaking out. Can this break out? It looks nice. It looks good. The 1 hour tells me to be careful. The 1 hour is away from the 21, very overbought in the stochastics, and has kind of a bearish divvy kind of form, some type of bearish divergence, even on the stochastics. So I like Terra Classic right now. I'd wait for the 1 hour to reset, preferably, but there's a chance it could still play out. It's up to you. You got to take that risk into your, that's why trading, like, no one can be your financial advisor, because no one knows your risk tolerance. No one knows how devastated you would or would not be whether the trade played out or not. Do you have a mortgage the next month? Like, we don't know what your obligations are, right? Are you the only breadwinner of your family? Do you have a trust fund? Like, these are serious questions that other people, Thanks. So MakerDAO, we put out Maker in this flag. First, I put out Maker, I believe, might even been that flag, but I'm pretty sure we called that flag out at 873. Then yesterday, I found the inverted head and shoulder on the 15 right there, which played out beautifully. I gave this trade yesterday. It was so solid. I gave the exact entry with no stop loss, and it plowed. This thing plowed away for 11% gains. And now it's going to attempt to retest the previous resistance. So what I do is I look at the daily. And you can see we have this beautiful area. We have these two big resistance areas. We made a massive long bowl for MakerDAO. And DeFi is just starting to get a bit of a buzz on. I'd wait for the daily now to reset. And I'd put, it's either going to make a nice bull flag and ascending. We don't know. It's going to make a bull flag, an ascending triangle, or a falling wedge. One of these three patterns. So I assess. I put the alert here. And I know it can't pump until the 21 comes back into price action. And when the stochastics reset. Sometimes I even put an alert back here on the stochastics. I would wait for MakerDAO to reset. It went on a nice run from 600 to 1,200 bucks since June 30th. I mean, in 1 month, it doubled up. So, and these are big market cap DeFi coins that can't just make a move that fast. So, and last but not least, AGIX. I said last but not least, that's kind of funny. But AGIX, fallen wedge. I'll put it on KuCoin just because it has more information. But AGIX is in a giant falling wedge. I see a giant cup and handle here. I've been accumulating it like you read about. I think I don't know how much I own at this point. I have to like recollect. But if I were to sell all my AGX right now, right? Let's take a look here. I know I have like 15 grand on a hardware wallet right now. And I think I have 3 grand on another exchange on KuCoin that I got to get off. So that's like 18,000. So nuts. And then here on this exchange, I got about almost 7 grand. So I think I own about $25,000 worth of AGIX at this point. I went a little too heavy. All right. And if it keeps going lower, I'm excited. These prices are amazing for me. 22 cents. Heck, if you got 10 cents or 15 cents. So the daily's oversold for a bounce. You're attempting some type of higher low here. Low, higher low right there. If you can get back above 26 cents, low, higher high, that's going to be a higher high. You can kind of change the narrative here and get a move on. For me, I just want to accumulate AGIX. If it does a long, elongated bull, I'd be happy. Anything like this, I'm just looking to buy, you know? Everybody, thank you for being here. I got to run. I said I was going to run early, and I didn't even do that. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing, baby. Crypto is life. Thank you for the 402 likes, 360 people on the live, $24 in chat revenue. I'll see you on the next live stream. God bless you all, and I thank you. Have a blessed day. Stay true. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for your time. Gratitude is my attitude at every second of the day. May God bless each and every one of you. Love you all. Thank you so much for coming to the live. I'll see you tomorrow.